Okay, so we've seen how we created this file. It looks quite inconspicuous as it is there. Although this name looks a little bit suspect. Oops, I've just clicked it. See this little bit here? This is running a shell. If I go to my command and control, which is Empyre Python, I can see that the new agent is connected to my server. And if I want to interact with that, I can go agent, interact, agents, interact, and then the number of the agent. In this case, let's just rename it Kitty.jpg. Sorry, rename to 0. There we go. There we go. So now we can interact with Kitty. And this is on a remote server as well, so I'm not just doing it from my computer, so that means over the internet. Do shell cat, because it's key. I'm laughing at that. Password should tell the backdoor to echo out the contents of the etc password file, which isn't actually a password, but you know. Here we go. So we have an active backdoor in the computer now, all because, well, I actually didn't mean to trigger it. I was pressing spacebar to preview the image, but when I actually clicked on this area here, it executed it anyway. But additionally, you could just click on it, and it might start another agent. So look. Okay, we've only got one agent listening. So this is an issue with the way that Apple presents its views as well. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 view options here. If you press Command and 1, it'll take you to the first. Command and 2 to the second. Command and 3 to the third, and Command and 4 to the fourth view. Now you can see in some of these views it does state that it's an application. So in the fourth view, in the third view, the application there. And in the second view, we'll say it's an application. If you've got application as a, as a piece of information that you want listed in your directory listings. But what's also the problem here is a human element of looking at it, saying, well, it says bg.jpg there. Have I got the reasonable amount of assurance? It looks like a JPEG. It's got an icon like a JPEG, like every other JPEG on my Mac. Looks, so there's that kind of, it's if you're smart with the way you're looking on your computer all the time, then you'll identify that it's an application, providing you're not in this window, this command and 1 window view, which is just the sort of icons and files. It doesn't tell you about the extension types. If you look at the extension type as well from terminal, it's got desktop, research, JPEG, and then so you can see here that actually it does end in .app, but there's so much white space between JPEG and the actual end of the file that it's difficult to present that in a meaningful way on the computer, apart from its the content types and application, so it knows it's an application, or you can view it from the terminal. Anyway, so that's it. That's all you need. And this is an identifier as well. So if you did have a lot of picture and you see this little thing here, but that's not to say that there aren't other ways to introduce similar code with automator. Perhaps maybe you don't want to use a workflow. Maybe you just want to do a code signed application. Sign it with your own certificate. I don't know. Sign it with somebody else's certificate. Anyway, that's the skinny of it. That's it working. Let me get rid of that. Let me go back to my CNC and kill that agent. The command and control I'm using is Empyre. It's not. It's got payloads for Linux, Mac, and Office for Mac, and it's got a whole bunch of stages. You can also get Empyre for Windows, which will do a lot of PowerShell stuff, which is equally cool. Anyway, let's get rid of this. Agents, kill, Kitty. There we go. Domain, no agents listening. Cool, just uninfected myself. Anyway, cool.